I was busy thinking about.
Have you seen Squid Game? This TV show has got some crazy stuff going on, where a group of desperately indebted people play a deadly tournament of children's games. And it's difficult to figure out who's the hero of this story. One could argue it's the main character. Another could argue it's the police officer. But I'd argue differently. The actual hero is the policeman's phone. First time we see his phone, it's at 50%. And this is only day 2 of the games. And Squid Game has 6 games over 6 days. So his phone's gonna make it another 4 days at 50%. You don't see a charger or electricity in this room. And the policeman was taking videos, making phone calls, and trying to send massive video files. And his phone never let him down. In fact, his phone ended up making it to 12%. The real hero of the story.
If you've watched Squid Game, stop scrolling. I have something to share with you. Warning, mild spoilers. So yeah, let's get into it. So we all know how there was a whole bunch of adults playing kids games, right? Kids games, why? And we know that they're on an island in the middle of nowhere. And you know what that island kind of reminds me of? Now, I thought of it and I was like, oh, this is a reach. Until I really thought about it. What type of games were they playing on the island? Kids games. And what type of people were on this island? Kids. And that's not where this ends. Remember the VIPs, right? These weird motherfuckers? That kind of reminds me what happened on Epstein Island. Now, one more thing which really sealed the deal for me. Why were they harvesting organs? This really had nothing to do with the plot. But you know what that kind of reminds me of? Now, this is either the Koreans mocking us or me being stupid, but this is sus.
Yo, I got this crazy theory that all the deaths in Squid Game were foreshadowed earlier in the episode.
Whoa.
Okay, yo, so listen. So the first one, the gangster, right? So when he was put out in the real world, he was getting chased by all his like debt collectors, and he jumped off a bridge. How did he die? He fell down off a high hill.
Oh shit!
Right? Listen, so Saebyuk,
Yeah.
right? When she went back in the real world, she put a knife to the broker's neck. And was like, don't ever do this to me again. How did she die? A knife to the neck.
No, that's
A
fun.
knife to the neck. Sang-woo.
Yeah.
Right? So when he went back in the real world, he was chilling in the bathtub, about to commit suicide and drown himself.
Yeah.
How did he die? Suicide.
Oh shit! Yeah, he did commit suicide.
Yeah. Now last one, Ali, right?
Yeah.
When he went back in the real world, he took money from his boss and ran away. How did he die? Sang-woo took his marbles and ran away.
What the?
Take that shit. Let's go.
That's crazy. That's some real like.
Okay, so there's a very interesting Squid Game theory that people are talking about online. And it has to do with something from the very first episode. And it comes from the game that the salesman plays with Ji-yoon in the very beginning. Now look at these two colors. We got red and we got blue. What color does Ji-yoon go with? That's right, he chooses blue. Then later he wakes up in a room in a bluish green jacket, just like everyone else. The theory is whatever color you pick from these cards is the role you get in the Squid Game. If you choose blue, you're one of the players. But if you chose red, then you're one of the workers / soldiers or leaders. This is an extremely interesting theory, and I believe it goes along with the whole concept of the story. The old man was all about equality, making it fair for others. That choice in the beginning is a fair choice. It's a 50-50. And ironically enough, when another man is playing the game with a salesman, he too picked blue.
Crazy Squid Game theory. Spoiler alert. So the theory is that the red mask gods are actually winners from previous games. Let me explain. So the winners of each game win a lot of money, but they are not financially responsible, as we saw all of the players had severe debts and were gamblers and high-risk traders. So it makes sense when the winners return to the outside world, they recklessly spend all of their prize money and are back to square one. The creator keeps track of the winners when they return to the outside world. That's how they knew player 456 didn't spend any of his prize money. So when he saw the winners went back into debt again, he got someone to approach them to join the game, but as a red mask god, or for Junho's brother as frontman, so they can pay the debt. As long as they follow the rules and work for a set period of time, they'll be paid a large sum by the end of their contract. It was expected that player 456 would follow the same fate, but he didn't spend the thing, which is why player 001 met him. Also, player 456 who won the game dyed his hair red, which may mean he might join as a mask guard in season 2, but as a good one who tries to bring the whole thing down. We also saw how cruel the guards are, and they kill people without any remorse. Winning the game changes you and makes you more cruel, since you're willing to sacrifice other people's lives just for money. So that's another reason why they might have chosen to recruit past winners. What do you think of this theory? 2 clues in Squid Game you might have missed. Spoiler alert! Clue 1. So we all know that Sebyok is player 067 and she defected from North Korea. The reason why she is player number 67 is because of the war between South Korea and North Korea, with the fighting stopping in 1953. The current Squid Game is in 2020, as we saw when Junho was going through the archives. So if you minus 1953, the year the fighting stopped, from 2020, the year of the Squid Game, it comes to 67, which is Sebyok's number. Clue 2. All of the so-called evil characters, the first digit and the last digit of their player number is the same. So the tough guy's player number is 101, starts with 1, ends with 1. This crazy woman is player 212, starts with 2, ends with 2. And this evil surgeon, his player number is 111, starts with 1 and ends with 1. Is there any meaning behind any other players' numbers?